Match reaction, Manchester United 2, Forest 3. Your reaction to that game?
Make no mistake about it, we are in deep, deep trouble in many ways. Playing like that, schoolboy errors, going forward here into the Christmas period. I was confident, but let me tell you, we're in deep trouble. We needed them 3 points today.
He did say in his press conference, hammering before the game on Friday, that we're a massive club, but not a massive team. Has that shown you that there today?
Yeah, when he talks about a massive team, listen, the same mistakes are being made straight away again. Look, the other night against Arsenal, we all knew what the problem was, and it was corners. These players have to sort it out. How they never sorted that out in the first minute. Schoolboy, they need to sort it. We are in trouble. And I keep saying it, right? But players are making the same mistakes again. At times today, there was some good football. And then you just look at the start of the second half and you say to yourself, what's going on here? Why are they doing the same thing which we've seen last year? Never mind this year, last year.
What did you think of the intensity today? He has also said, Hammer, in his press conference, that we need to run like mad dogs if we are to challenge for the Premier League and trophies. Did you see an intensity from the players today?
I can understand Ruben Amorim saying that, but I don't think that game there was a game where they had to run into. I thought they controlled a lot of that first half today, played from the back, played through the middle, created chances. Like I say, just a schoolboy error to start with. And then United got into the game, and fair credit to him. I thought there was some good football, some good opportunities in that. And, you know, we got the equaliser at a good stage of the football, what was being played. You know, the players were sticking together. There were some good passes and that. You know, wasn't perfect, but you thought to yourself, right, half-time comes, get on it in the second half. And I just cannot believe it. It's just bad.
Within, 2 minutes again of the second half, Morgan Gibbs-White. What is Onana doing there? I've not got a Scooby-Doo what he was actually thinking there. He must have had Nottingham Forest 2 or more goals in the game or something, because it was just straight at him.
Look, Onana, that's a terrible mistake, and I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. But let's see how he got in that position. He got in that position because Bruno, again, a lax pass in midfield. They then run through unchallenged. You lose the ball in midfield by half-heartedly passing, flicking it to somebody, then the space is there. We see that all the time. I mean, there was a couple of times today that happened, not just with Bruno. I mean, at times Bruno, I thought to myself, was fantastic today. You know, you look at the goal. I wouldn't say fantastic. I thought he was good, but the goal he got was great. That's the Bruno we like. But again, a little sloppy pass led to their goal. And Onana, you know, I say it again, schoolboy, and we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
More schoolboy defending, though, for their third goal from Chris Wood. I mean, you're looking at some of the players there. Was the closing down good enough to even stop the cross? You know, people will point at De Ligt and Arno when the ball comes in, and you've got Martinez. He had a shocker for me today, Martinez. I thought he could have come off instead of De Ligt for Maguire, to be honest.
Listen, there's quite a lot what could have come off, to be honest with you. But you look at it, their third goal, we're not stopping the crosses coming in on a regular basis. It's not just today, you know, it's what we see. The crosses are easily put in. There's no challenge down. And that cross come in. And it was just a few of them. It wasn't one. It was a few players stopping the cross. The people ball watching, not challenging, not marking in the area. And then Onana and Martin, I just don't know what happened there. You know, and it's got to change. We're 13th in the league. We've got City coming up. We've got Bournemouth. And I was looking at them games thinking, do you know what? We might get a point at City. We might get 3 points at Bournemouth because of like the Ruben Amorim effect and the bounce. Yes, disappointing to lose, but we know why we lost at Arsenal. And then you think to yourself, do you know what? We might not get the points here. We're in. And I've been thinking to myself, am I being deluded in thinking we can go and get, 9, maybe 10 points out of the 4 games? After watching that, the same mistakes again. You know, there's no excuses. I don't know what Ruben Amorim's going to do. He might just scratch his head and just think to himself, I can't change these players. But he can't do that about it neither. They keep making the same mistakes. Coach them. Coach them as much as you want. But on the pitch, time and time again, the same. And it's disappointing, really, because there was some good football there today. And I did enjoy some parts of that game, but they threw it away. Them 3 goals they scored, really, they should never have scored them. It's Man United mistakes. But I keep saying it, driving me mad.
Decision making at the back was poor. Decision making wasn't great either up top as well. And you're looking at Amorim in how we can change things during the game. Brought the subs on. Did they really have an effect for you?
No, I think when you look at it, Bruno there scored the goal, and then I think you thought, yeah, the comeback's on, and I thought the comeback was on, and you expected, here we go, it'll be like the Alamo straight in there and all that. But you've got to give credit to Nottingham Forest. They held United. They held them. They didn't really get too much chances in. And then they were making their substitutes, and they were the right substitutes. They were sort of like killing the game and then hoping for 1 or 2 chances. And United, really, if you look at it, getting behind them and the ball coming in, it wasn't effective. Sometimes they got behind them and then they give the ball and there was no one there. Do you know what I mean? There was no connection in the box. It was all outside. And like I say, I thought at times it was good, some good football and all that. But, it's just not good enough, is it?
I must ask, though, there's a lot of rotation that's been happening under Ruben Amorim. Talks about rotation, like there's a lot more to come as well. Is that going to have effect on results, though, and performances where you can't get a steady, team to play in the way he wants to play? Because surely a steady team will bring you better results, or do you not see it that way?
I don't see it that way at all. He can rotate as much as he wants. We've got the same players making the same mistakes, and he can coach them till the cows come home. And I don't see it changing. These players have still got it in them to make these mistakes. I don't think there's anything he can do. If I look forward to the new year, I think to myself, can he really bring players in? He's rotating and rotating. I think what you might see is a few young players added to the squad in the new year. I think that's how it's going to change, because the same players what are making the mistakes. I look at Delo today. He was making mistakes, wrong choices, shooting when he shouldn't be shooting, crossing. His crossing was poor, but that's just one. But then I can criticise certain players, and at the same time, there were certain aspects of the game what was good, and that's the annoying thing. You can see the style, you can see what Ruben Amorim's trying to do with this team, and you think to yourself, yeah, it's going to happen, and then the same mistakes.
But could you look at it another day? The 3 goals that were conceded, you look at each and every one of them in isolation. Any other day, we wouldn't have conceded them goals, and we could have walked out of here today 2-0.
Look, the simplest way to put it about them 3 goals was they were crap goals. Crap goals, should have been sorted out. They shouldn't have been conceded, and it was created because of the mistakes by the players. The same players again.
Yeah. Anything else to add, though, before we go?
No, you got to give credit to Forest, but, start of the first half, start of the second half, how many times have we seen that in the last 12, 18 months? And we've got a different manager, different style of play. So it's down to the players and the players only. Nothing else.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Get your thoughts and opinions in on that game in the comment section below. And smash a like on the video as well. It helps support the channel, and it's much appreciated. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.